hello. I heard that Master Kumwuji is taking on students, but I don't know if it's true. I wouldn't know. Medium weapons dealer, 2 more ingredients. You need the Phoenix Breath Jade? I'm afraid I don't have enough of it myself right now. Didn't young Faye give some to you recently? She looks to the side. It's all their fault. Who are Crystal Tigers and why are you looking at them? Are you talking about the Crystal Tigers? The Phoenix Breath Jade I've just received ended up in their bellies before it could even get warm in my hands. If you bring it back to me, I'll give you half. Agreed, but I don't need that much. 2 pieces will be enough. Looks very happy. That's even better then. Take these jade shards. You should be able to use them to lure out those gluttonous beasts. Okay. I have many questions. How did I know that her looking off to the side magically meant some crystal tigers diagonally back over there in a space that I've never been to? That makes no sense. None at all. Thousand Cliffs Trick Box. This is an automaton. Gives me mastery. Is that a separate slot? Oh, this goes into these slots. Ceremony relic, game relic, masterpiece relic. Okay. This is weird. She doesn't look any different for equipping that, does she? No. We're going to have to do T because I don't think old mate flies. You know, I haven't tried. Do you fly? I think you're just a land mount, right? Never mind. Never mind. You are absolutely fine just the way you are. Thanks. Alright, let's remember how to fight. It's been quite a while since we've actually done this. God, it takes quite a while to kill. Am I picking this up as I go? I've got to manually pick it up? Oh my gosh. What a loot, yo. And there's no aggro in this game. I'm still sifting through enemies. Oof. That is not good. Okay, I right-clicked unnecessarily and used all my rage. May I please get my rage back? That did not work. I'm not doing any damage to it. And it is not being aggroed. Okay, whatever. Fine. I was about to hit T, but then I realized T is not the button you want. It's so dramatic. We're going to go around. And zoom myself back in manually, as per usual. Well, that wasn't hard. You could have done that yourself. Ravenous Crystal Tigers. I have made countless weapons before, but I don't know how to use them against the Crystal Tigers. I should probably work on my fighting technique too. You think? Here you go. 2 pieces of the Phoenix Breath Jade are yours. Oh, and if you ever need your weapons polishing... If you ever need your weapons polishing and restoring... You mean polished and restored? Just come to me. Oh, that's right, durability is a thing. I just remembered. Thank you. Thank you. And the Phoenix Scale Powder? She sighs heavily and reluctantly gives you 100 grams from her Chankun bag. Thank you. I get a headgear? Is this going to change my hair again? Yes, stop telling me. Just shut up. Now that I've got everything, let's go to the terrace of the Hanging Sword where Master Kunwuji is waiting for me. Now this is going to take place at the headband, yeah? Yeah. I get extra chi, even though developing pet energy means fuck all. I get extra power, essentially, is what you're saying. Plus the stamina and the physical defense. So pretty much choosing a hairstyle in this game is irrelevant. Ew! Can I hide that? Thank God for that. Sheesh! I was not going to look at that fringe. It was awful. All for my character. Now question. Can you fix the durability of my weapons? Well, actually, I don't need that now, so I can sell that. Repair? Repair all. Repair not necessary. At all? Okay, apparently I have not started to lose durability. Is that just in PvP or in dungeons? Don't know. Oh, wow, we're going a very long way away. Open the mission menu. Is that going to be J? Nope. Is that going to be L? For log? Yes. Expel negative bugger off. Negative chi. 1. So we've got to go find Kunwuji and where he's gone for this ceremony. Once you've gathered all the ingredients, you go to the terrace of... You mean just go to the terrace of the Hanging Sword and give them to Master Kunwuji. You ask him to cast a spell to expel the negative... I love it when you put those two together. The negative chi from your body. Alright. Well, what's with the hideous arrows? I don't know who made these aesthetic choices in the game, but they seriously don't deserve to have their job. I kind of feel like you're missing the ambience of the game when you just like fly over everything. You know? Like, I just missed that entire trip. What? I don't understand why sometimes it's dots and sometimes it's arrows. I want it to have none of the above, or to have the option to turn it off. He takes ingredients... Wait, no greeting? Wow, sullen brief fucker. He takes ingredients you brought, takes a quick glance at them, and passes them to the two little sword spirits. Well then, let's cast a spell to gather the negative chi in the depths of your consciousness and expel it. You must take this opportunity to get rid of it quickly. Yes. Okay, so we've got to defeat the ghost of negative chi. Yeah! Hey, I didn't lose that much health either. Yes. Nice. Out of breath. I don't remember dodging. Okay. Bladeheart Ancestor. Bladeheart Ancestor. I've eliminated the negative chi. Wake up quickly. Why did you have to say her name twice? It's just awkward. Yeah, she says nah. It almost collapsed, and it's too weak now. It probably isn't enough just to eliminate the negative chi. It still doesn't work. What should I do? Not to worry now. I have another idea. You return to your school, yay! And go to the Star Tempest. There you can borrow a relic of the previous Swordmaster from Commander Jinyan. As long as the blade heart fragment is still alive, it should be able to sense the legacy. Thank you for the tip, Master. Hey, Luciu's back. She hurries over joyfully and says she can take you to your school space in Cloudrise. Yes, please. Thanks for that. These Asian games have a habit of laughing at nothing. Oh, I don't even get the choice. She just yeets. The second valley where Cloudrise is located is enormous. The whole of Zhenjiao would fit inside. Shenjiao. To facilitate communication between the various schools of the Jin League, they built bases near Cloudrise. They are constantly guarded. New students can return to their respective schools from the plateau of torrential fog. Are we going to a green teleportate? No, we're not. We're going up here. First arrival at Star Tempest. Plateau of Torrential Fog. Ah, and then you teleport from here to your particular base. Thank you, Luciu! And off we go. Moving to the Spearmaster's Heartlands, Star Tempest. Alright, so this is my training ground. Unable to fly in this area. Oof, that's rough. That's a very large ship. You're preparing for war? You, I feel like the stupidity to defeat. You, I will punish you. Lift the spear higher. If your combat spirit is strong enough, you can't be defeated. Why is this all in dialogue? I can't even tell who's talking. Why isn't that just people speaking around me? It's so weird that it must be beneath me. That you can't hear anything. There's no ambient character talking. Transfer rune, return. Return to Cloudrise? Cloudrise teleport circle. Nope. That is. So what's that? Well, I don't want to touch it just yet. Oh, there are people training over there. Well, let's just go where I'm supposed to go. Oops, G. Wait, did I level again? Or did I always have 320 health? I didn't pay attention. No, I'm level 6. No extra skills, someone has told me. Eyebreaker, flanking. Is that something I should be using separately? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I've got everything else. Okay. I think we're going this way. I really have no clue. No, we have to go inside this great hall. Okay, don't sprint. Need to appreciate the ambience. Got big drums. This is very classically Chinese. Map of wuxia. Map of the upper world. That's all I can see. Oh, okay, so this is just a map of what I already have a map of. Okay. Righto. I'm so glad we all look the same, even though I've never been here before. Explain to Qingyang why you've come. Moonsword Blade Heart. Why is your facial hair white if you're black if your hair is white? And you still seem to have black regrowth. That just looks weird. Although it's only a fragment, it's as if Elder Yin Fei Guang is standing in front of me. I kind of take offense at that, because I'm sure that me as a person is nothing like Yin Fei Guang. So it feels like you're invalidating who I am. Oh, in a moment, but then it's been 30 years. Elder Yin Fei Guang. Unfortunately, I was born too late, so I don't know what kind of person he was. That's a good point, because the dude, was it Yan Fei? The inventory manager was speaking about Yin Fei Guang like he knew the man, but the dude barely looked older than me, which means he's not going to know the dude either. Perhaps as serious and reserved as the Grandmaster. He isn't serious and reserved at all. Why do you say... Okay, he clearly says more than that says right there. But how is he isn't in present tense? Isn't the guy dead? That's why I have the blade heart myself. He's witty and he enjoys making friends and going travelling. But at the critical moment, he was the one who risked his life by launching an attack so the others could reinforce the skills of the 5 Heaven Stones. Needs to be past tense. You cannot speak about someone who's dead in present tense. I'll follow Elder Yin's example and not bring shame upon the Moonsword. Looks at a broken weapon. Master Kanwuji is already here. You're a student, should listen to all his instructions. Of course. What's that got to do with him looking at a broken weapon? Okay, confusing. I get an outfit. Okay. I get extra power, stamina, magic defense. Bright moon robe balance. But I like what I was wearing. The PvE gear level is increased to 4. Actually, these aren't too bad. Not really the colour I was going for. I'm not a big white fan. I don't really go with my socks, but it's possible. We need to... Oh, hey, you were totally just hiding here in this corner. Sorry, I didn't see you. When you're holding it in your hand, it's almost time to surrender yourself over to... What? When you're holding it in your hand, it's also time to surrender yourself over to the lunar mirror of distant dreams. That sentence makes no sense whatsoever. Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams. That name sounds familiar. Of course it sounds familiar. Before her enlightenment, the goddess Yaoqi took this artifact with her wherever she went. Every student knows that it's extremely useful. Such a precious treasure. I just noticed they've got little pandas on their hips. I'm assuming the girls are panda spirits as well. Haha, there's only one lunar mirror of distant dreams in the whole world, and it's kept in intoxicating dreams. I do think that some of these things shouldn't have been translated from Chinese. I mean, even the mirror itself could have stayed in Chinese, but I'll forgive that. But this makes no sense. It's kept in intoxicating dreams. You should have just left it. My master is actually quite stingy, so how could he... I don't really know what intoxicating dreams and what it has to do with Kumbuji. Pardon? My master likes to save his money. She glanced furtively at Kumbuji's face. Why did he give you that? What you're holding in your hand right now is just... How can I put it? She looks worried. She touches the index finger to her chin. A poor imitation? Yes. That's exactly what I mean. If you two keep bickering, I'll make you guard the fire pit for a month. You now have the lunar mirror of distant dreams. Well, I don't, because you haven't given it to me. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use pets to connect to it. And visit unexplored places. And you can even use it to work out the future from the present and the past. Pets? How can I connect to it? I'll cast a spell for you this time. It'll be helpful if you can awaken your blade heart. Okay. Spearmaster Prestige, whatever that does. Okay. I need to interact with this. Use the lunar mirror of distant dreams, which I guess apparently I have on me, even though like I don't, to establish a connection between the blade heart fragments of the moon sword and the broken spear left behind by Elder Fei Guang. Is that what you mean by broken weapon? You really should have been more bloody specific. How is it broken? That's a perfectly intact weapon. What? It's not broken. Lies. They're lying to me. Can you just buzz off? I don't want your stupid instructions. Ah, no see visions of the past, are we? Oh, it splits into two. Okay. That's a neat weapon. I'll take it.
就这么点能耐，没吃饭吗？
这不公平！你使的不是天罡枪法。
怎么不是？只不过融入了一点印加枪的借力之法，你就认不出了吗？后生仔，年纪轻轻，可不能这样食古不化，不知变通呀。
He's very personable.
等等，这本兵书你不想要了吗？这可是我家祖传之物，过了这村儿就没这店喽。
不急，等有朝一日我能正大光明打败你的时候。
I don't know which one I'm supposed to be empathizing
你
with,
倒是不着
but I
急。
think it's him.
问过你家小雨师妹了吗？
But then maybe it's him. I'm so
他找这
confused.
书很久了吧？区区一本书，就先借你了。等你能胜过我的那天，就来还吧。
Is it meant to be the red guy? But you were saying that he was very outgoing, which would be the yellow guy. Huh. A little confused. But that's okay. What's with the spirit? Think of a way to awaken the Blade Heart ancestor. Well, that's bloody vague. Try to awaken the Blade Heart ancestor with the words of the previous Swordmaster. Well, those aren't the words I'm going to use. It's just a book I'm lending you. If you can defeat me one day, come back and return it to me. Blade Heart ancestor, you're awake at last. That's it. I'm stuck with this text above my head. And that's it. Oh, it finally went away. He looks at you thoughtfully. There really is resonance. This method seems to work. What method? When the three swords were sleeping in the Jiandan stone house, I used my soul force from the blade heart to create a dream world called Intoxicating Dreams. You know, explanations about that would have been better to have come earlier. Only those chosen by the blade hearts of the three swords can use the soul force of the fragment to sense the blade hearts and connect with them. It's where their spiritual consciousness can even enter intoxicating dreams. It is home to many blade heart fragments and also the treasures and rare talents I have discovered over the years. If you're lucky, you'll also encounter them in intoxicating dreams. You put treasures and rare talents into this fake world of intoxicating dreams. Okay. The real lunar mirror of distant dreams is here. If you wish to use it in future, you can connect to it by telepathy. Thank you for the advice, and thank you, Master Kenwuji. I will report to the general first then. Notes of the moon. Unlocking biography. Master, please don't leave me. Have I finally started like a main quest? Hold up, we got a new skill. Heavenly Might. 40-second cooldown. Oof, that's rough. Doesn't do that much damage. Smash golden, whatever that means. Let's press shift. Deals 21 points of damage and 400 points reduced golden shell stat to targets within range and stuns them for 4 seconds. Stun. Stun is nice. I like stun. Alright. Well, even though you're a red ability, I'm going to put you over here with my other long cooldown abilities so I can keep track of what I can use instantly and what I can't. How's that sound? I think that sounds great. Cool. Inventory. Book. Anecdotes of the Moon. It is the famous moon sword, named in honor of the power of the moon. It ended up with General Jinian of the Heaven's Rampart Fortress before being given to Yin Fei Guang, the former Shadow Elder of Combat of the Valley of 100 Grasses. They have the biggest titles ever. Yin Fei Guang is good at making he's dead, past tense. Is good at making all sorts of weapons. He fell in love with the sword when it came into his possession. He used a branch from the Lunar Crown tree to make a sheath. After years of care, I was thinking spear in my head because we're a spear cast character, but yes, no, that makes sense. After years of care, the power of the Yimu wood in the sword matured, and it showed signs of a spiritual transformation. Yi Fei Guang had a tough time as a youngster. His father was a general who admired spearmasters, and his mother was a nameless berserker heroine. Once she had borne the general a son, she disappeared without a trace. In the latter years of the previous dynasty, the world was in a serious turmoil, and the general was unjustly killed. Yin Fei Guang, left all alone aged just 13 or 14, grabbed the iron spear and the military books bequeathed by his father, along with the only wine jug left by his mother, and only just managed to escape. He started roaming the wild. 5 years later, Yin Fei Guang, who had already made a name for himself, so what's that make him, 1819? Joined the Valley of 100 Grasses. As a descendant of a loyal general and a capable woman, he mastered the art of the spear and warfare. Somehow, I don't think your bloodline predisposes you to be good at warfare and the use of a weapon. That purely comes from training. So that's a silly thing to say. And he was of a similar temperament to the Berserkers. At that time, the Spearmaster General and the 3 heroes of the Berserkers wanted to take him on as their student. But, to everyone's surprise, Yin Fei Guang went with Lilani, who happened to be passing. Yin Fei Guang inadvertently became a follower of the Mo sect. Nice picture. Yin Fei Guang started out as a wanderer who was recklessly joyful, mischievous, and funny. After joining the Valley of 100 Grasses, he still enjoyed traveling the world and befriending unusual and talented people. It is reported that Yin Fei Guang happened to meet a scholar while on his way to Baidi Mountain. The scholar was neither adept at martial arts nor good at magic. His only interest was in collecting books. There were stacks of old books in his house, and his knowledge was immense and impressive. Okay, so the scholar lived on the road on the way to Baidi Mountain. Okay, cool. Baidi. Yin Fei Guang was enjoying some wine with him. Towards dawn... That's weird phrasing. Was enjoying some wine with him. When it's all should be strict past tense. Ew. Towards dawn, the scholar's manner changed abruptly, and he asked Yin Fei Guang to leave. Yin Fei Guang saw that he had made up his mind, so he left. That is just really random, but okay. He decided to hide just outside the courtyard. In the dead of night, he suddenly saw 3 people dressed in black and wearing masks creeping into the house. When Yin Fei Guang heard what they said, he knew that the scholar was in trouble because of his book collection, and didn't want his friend to be mixed up in it. Yin Fei Guang used a trick to send the book scholar into a deep sleep while he leapt into the courtyard. This shocked the men in black, who immediately attempted to assail him. With just one look, Yin Fei Guang was able to see through their tricks. He drew the moon sword from its sheath and inflicted a blow called Divine Wood to summon the moon, a blow which evolved from the Berserker's combat skills. It was an extremely powerful and wide open and shut movement. Naturally, common thieves didn't stand a chance. Quick as a flash, the trio's attempts to surround him failed, and they were injured and fell to the ground, unable to move. The next day, the scholar awoke from his dream, and when he entered the courtyard, there were no signs of fighting. He saw that a wine jug had been left under the tree, on top of a thin piece of paper. There was a riddle on the paper. You are uninhibited and carefree. Where do demons and clowns come from? Just get your head down for a good night's sleep with a quilt over your head, and you will wake up the next day free of your troubles. Is it trying to insinuate that the demons and clowns come from bad sleep? Ugh. I don't really understand, but I don't understand much about this translated stuff. Hey, my health went up just astronomically. When I went to level 7, it went from 320 to 460 was at 380. Either way, that's still a lot. My rage is stuck at 100. Rage doesn't seem to be going up at all. Hi, Jinyan. I'm sorry I took a lot of time to read that book. You look at the students with admiration. Honoring ceremony. Don't worry. As long as you continue to work hard, this day will come for you too. Yeah, but I'm extra special. I've got a blade heart within me. They don't. But I'm only just starting my cultivation and don't even know the 3 Spearmaster divisions. Why does she look so angry? You have to practice step by step. All beginnings are hard. It was for me too. You nod happily and report the blade heart's awakening to the general. In that case, it is time to teach you the spear advanced movement. You were surprised. Really? We Spearmasters originate from the army and follow the old trilogy system. 4 companies of 200 soldiers each are a division, and 3 divisions are a trilogy. You're using trilogy in a weird context. Most students are currently in the Valley of 100 Grasses, and the workforce on the Star Tempest aren't enough. So go to Mo Hongzhu, the Astral Sea Division Lieutenant, Wang Dingqian, the Cavalry Lieutenant, and Yue Qianjing, the Lieutenant and the Engineers, and let them instruct you. I thought you were meaning of Spearmasters, but you're not. You just mean these people in general. Unless Yue Qianjing was a Spearmaster? I didn't pay attention. Although it's hard work, it can be of great benefit to you. Zhenzhen, would you like to try it? Strange capitalization of the W? I'd be happy to. Yeah, she looks it. You should go and find the Astral Sea Division Lieutenant Mo Hongxu right away. She will teach you. Oh, Hongxu is a female name. My bad. I was totally thinking man in my head. Right. She is quite a bit of ways outside. Sorry, I was sprinting and then I realized, why am I holding this button when I can just auto-travel? Well, not auto-travel, auto-run. What's downstairs? A wall. A wall is downstairs. What's the point in having this space if you're not going to utilize it? Makes no sense. Teacher skills, Spearmaster. Could use my mount. That is not a staircase. Where was I meant to go to? Oh, over there. I see. Right. Teach me well, senpai. Wait, you're a dude. Oh, I'm not learning here. I'm going somewhere else. Talk to the wooden phoenix pilot, Ruan An, and have him fly you to the ship to find the skill. Oh, she's on the ship. Okie dokie. With so many brothers here, the Valley of 100 Grasses is certain to survive this difficult time. To the Spearmaster ship! Is that the big one in the sky? Oh. Teleportation, you say. Alrighty then. Why is this place just full of ships? Oh, you're reading a book. I like it. Master Guan, here is a new mechanism crafted by the engineers. Fine, I'll get a couple of people and test it. Jinghai Minister. Class training tutor. Ding ding. So that's where I was. Do you think I could actually fly down there from here? Oh, this entire thing flies. It's all just a series of ships. I had no idea. That's just weird. But okay. You wouldn't be able to breathe, by the way.